Welcome back to our weekly walkthrough where we bring the above, below, and keep you in the cosmic know. Yes, this is an astrology forecast and we'll play with some cards too. So, as per usual, my work is nurtured into being by genuine human beings. And if you would like to be one, do the little clicky thing and come find us, because every little bit helps, especially if we want to bring back the stars and cards. Beyond that, this is me doing a raw walkthrough and look at the transits of the week ahead, so you'll get to see them at the same time I do. But, of course, we know the first one coming up is the Scorpio full moon on Monday. Now, this is going to go exact at 10:55 a.m. Mountain Time. And it's crunchy. I mean, the moon doesn't love being in Scorpio in transit. Again, natal charts are always different. Remember that with everything I say. What's in your chart is not the same energy that's in the sky, even if they are the same placement. But with that, it's because the moon is exalted in Taurus, loves to be there, gets grounded, more stabilized, more nurturing, but it can struggle with that nurturance. It can struggle to let go and to process in Scorpio. So Scorpio full moons are always kind of a lot, but this one happens with the sun basically conjunct Uranus. We also get a delightful Mercury-Pluto square, and that is from the same sign, with Mercury being in Taurus. And our Leo Mars is ruling the Scorpio side of that, while still in a loose opposition to Pluto. So this is kind of upheaval energy, really, since the moon ingressed over the weekend. We've kind of been feeling it. People have been acting a lot like they're on one. And on top of that, we have the position of Lilith, which is when the moon is as far away from us as we can get, is also in Scorpio. So it's a pretty remote moon. And that can be this removal of care quality, which is kind of why I'm belaboring it, because it's a rough start to the week. It's bumpy. It's not great. We do get the Scorpio moon trine the North Node after that. And then it finishes the opposition with Uranus, which is also really close to the fixed star Algol. And if you've heard me talk about that before, that's a lot. So on Monday, what I really want you to focus on is aspects of care and letting go. Like, do not let little things get stuck. Do not dwell on things that are going to waste your energy. Let's see what else will help with Monday. Okay, I deserve this for saying what will help. The Tower reversed. And I mean, it's like, let it go. Just let the breakdown happen inside. Just let it go. Let yourself feel it. Also, this one cracks me up because this particular tower is like a super angry phone call where she like smashed her cup because of it. So like, don't do that, especially with the Mercury Pluto square. Don't get involved in power games. Just let it go. Let it be not a big deal. That being said, we move over into Tuesday. We got that Scorpio moon trine Saturn in the wee hours. For some of you, that'll still be on Monday, because that's 12:36 a.m. Mountain Time. And for others, it will be deeper into Tuesday. Then our moon moves into Sagittarius and trines Neptune and Aries. So you start the morning kind of inspired and like, oh yeah, let's do something about this. But maybe not seeing super clearly, so especially if you're like ready to shoot the arrow after the drama of Monday, slow down again. And then we get a sextile to Pluto and a trine to Venus from the moon. So Tuesday's kind of a slow day, but also it's one of my friend's birthdays, so shout out there. Happy birthday, Devin. And on top of that, we have, what else we got? Okay, so the Collector reversed. This is really this call to look into what you have been gathering, especially because we're in that lunar sphere, and kind of clean it out. Like, where is the stuff that you thought you needed, thought you wanted in your life, and you're actually like, oh, I'm just kind of holding on to this because I always have. And particularly with the reversal here, there's kind of an internal inventory quality too, so look into that. Now we move into Wednesday, and again, slow transit day. We're really only dealing with the moon trine Mars, and it's kind of nice to have a slower part of the week right after we dealt with the chaos of the moon. And this gives us the World card. This is specifically from the Maker Tarot. So this is a World card, like, we're dealing with design, like finishing a project. It's a good space between Tuesday and Wednesday to let yourself wrap something up. Like, while you have breathing room, while there aren't new pieces being added, while you have the energy and the passion, like, let it be done. Let something, send it out, call it good, finish it up. Then we're moving into Thursday, and gets a little busier again. Still predominantly lunar transits, with the moon in reception with Jupiter and Gemini from Sagittarius, then trining Chiron, that's all early morning stuff, then squaring the North Node. Midday Mountain Time, we're moving into a square with Saturn, a little grumpy, and of course then my lunar return starts and we get our Capricorn moon. Moon does not like being in Capricorn, even though I think we're lovely. But it's true, we can focus a little bit too much on compartmentalization, organization, what needs to be done, at the expense of like body needs and stuff like that. So pay attention to your body as we're moving from Thursday through Saturday. And we also get the Taurus Sun sextiling the North Node. So that's our fate point check-in. Anytime the nodes come up, we're dealing with the same story and the same sign. And it's building, it's evolving. So just kind of where are you at with all the Pisces stuff, like Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node. What's going on there? How have you been feeling? How's it hitting? And for that, on Thursday, what's going to help us out? We got two cards. We got the, speaking of that Capricorn moon, we got the Ten of Wands reversed and the Magician. So when you put shit down and don't keep yourself like ridiculously busy and belabored, you will have more energy for making and doing things that matter. So Thursday, really think prioritization. Then we move over into Friday, and like literally just barely on Friday Mountain Time, 12:03 a.m., we end the Venus post shadow. This is like the retrograde degrees that we've crossed over are done. A lot of us will say it's done once Venus moves into Taurus, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close with like just finito, and we're entering into new degrees. Like Venus has not hit these degrees in Aries this year. And that's at 10 degrees and 50 minutes for those who are paying attention. Capricorn moon, trine Mercury in Taurus, and square Aries Venus. Immediately kind of challenges us to really think about what's going on, and we're in a waning crescent now, and so it's like, okay, all right, so like what do we need to finish sorting out from Monday? What do we need to finish sorting out from the first quarter of the year? Like what's moved on all of this? And 10 of Cups. Okay, so specifically sorting those things out and working with them in a way, it's like, what did you get out of it? Where was the good stuff? Where did you grow? Where did you find more nourishment and more vitality and more connection? Then we drop into Saturday, and again, mostly just the Capricorn moon kicking it through. We got some squares to Chiron. But also the big news that day really is the Taurus Sun and Uranus conjunction, which is a little electrifying, particularly when you add it into the Taurus Mercury Leo Mars square and then the Aquarius moon. Saturday feels a little frictive to me. And in terms of what's going to help with that, 5 of Wands, avoid your conflicts. They're not necessary. Don't get wrapped in. And we have the publishing goblin. And so this is like really just write about it, feel about it, take in information, but don't necessarily try and fight about it. And we only got a few seconds left, so I'm going to rush through on Sunday. Mostly we're just looking at more lunar transits and a little bit of Jupiter action. And what's going to help us is sunshine, the sunrise for Sunday. Feel it, vibe, be nice to yourself, and enjoy the weather if you can. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. I know this was a little faster and messier than usual, but hey, so am I. Bye.